So let's talk about Darksiders 2. If you follow me on Twitter, @TheRachel, you'll know that I've been having quite some time with this game. Darksiders 2 is, of course, the sequel to Darksiders 1, and in Darksiders 2, you play as Death. Death is a pretty nice guy. He does a lot of errands for everybody. He loves the color purple, and he's not as deathly as you think Death would be. He actually has a lot of trouble killing a lot of things. But before we get into that, I did play Darksiders 1, and I liked it. It was okay. It was the kind of game you play in the middle of the summer when there's nothing else to play. But Darksiders 2 is a huge jump from Darksiders 1. Darksiders 2, the enemies have damage bars, there's loot, and a whole inventory system, which adds so much more to the game. Of course, you've got your skill tree. You can have 2 different skill trees running. You don't have to choose between one or the other. You can kind of scatter your skill points in between both of them to be the most powerful Death you can be. Your horse is back. Your hook shot thing is back. Your gun is back. Basically, everything's back, but it's just way upgraded. That being said, one of the things that came back, unfortunately, was those shitty controls. Okay, so the controls maybe aren't that shitty. I have played worse. But the controls aren't that great either. They're not as responsive as a game with a lot of jumping and platforming you're doing throughout the game. The controls aren't as responsive as it should be. They're not as sensitive as they should be. I mean, they're just not very precise. There'll be times where you're pressing up and he wall runs to the side, right into the lava. Or you try to wall run and he just kind of does a basic jump off the edge. It's really kind of frustrating, and that's the game's biggest downfall. The story is cool, the art style is a little bit more cartoony and cutesy and colorful. I've learned that instead of calling a game cutesy, to call it colorful. Game developers don't like it if you call their game cutesy, but it's a lot more colorful than the last game, which in a game about death, and you're playing death, I would expect it a little bit darker. And the music is beautiful. Not really death-inspiring music, but still really, really pretty music. And even though the art style is more colorful, it is actually still really, really pretty. Some of my other small frustrations is with the 2 different skill trees, it is possible to level up your character wrong, which I don't think makes sense at all, but I was having some trouble, and a lot of people on Twitter and a lot of friends I know in the real lives would look at my character and go, you have completely skilled this character wrong. You need to add, your minions, you need to do this, you need to do that. I don't think it should be possible to level them up wrong. I built my character to be extremely a melee-based character. Very, very offensive. That's how I play. I play very offensively, not defensively at all. And according to basically everybody I've talked to about this game, you need to level up Death much more defensively than offensively. And you need to pretty much hang back and set off your minions and your crows to do all the dirty work for you as you come up just like a little bitch from behind and give them a few hits and then run away and dispatch your army. That's just not how I like playing my games. If I'm able to level up my character to be completely offensively, I should be able to play that way. But from all the feedback I've heard, you can't. Or if you do, it's going to be a huge pain in the ass. I'm not going to talk about the story much at all. I did mention it was so far pretty good, but so far is because of the disclaimer, I haven't actually beat the game. And you guys know I hate reviewing games I haven't finished. But the fact that Borderlands 2 and Torchlight 2 is coming up, and the fact that I've pretty much rage quit this game more than I have of any game this year, and I've kind of given this game the middle finger and told it to go screw itself, I probably won't be beating it anytime soon, and I promise you guys a review. So that's why I'm not going to touch on the story. I am far enough along in the game to have all the powers that I'm going to have, as far as the different weapons I'm going to get, like the gun and the hook shot and the other ones that I'm not really remembering right now, but I already have all the powers. And there's really not a whole lot that I need to do to beat the game, so that's why I wanted to get this review out there. Now, I know I did say that I've rage quitted in this game way more times than I have any other game this year, but I still want to say the game's fun. I don't really know how that works. The game is fun. It's extremely annoying. It's extremely frustrating, but it's still fun. And if you can stomach the pain in the ass moments, and if you don't mind playing the same level over and over and over and over again, then this is totally your game. I still recommend it. Just, you might not want to play it on hard your first way through because it's going to be more of a pain in the ass than it will be fun for you. And that's my thought on Darksiders 2. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. I know a lot of you have beaten it already. I'm taking forever. It's because I took a week off right in the middle of my game time with it to go to PAX. So I'm totally far behind. And yeah, like I said, I might just not be beating this one because I will be playing Darksiders 2. I mean, Borderlands 2 today by the time this video comes out. I think this video comes out, I'll be putting it out on Monday. Today's Sunday. And if I do put it out on Monday, then it comes out tonight at midnight. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, Darksiders 2, see you later. Thanks for watching.